Oh God, Myron is not having a good time.
Thanks for letting that be the first thing on the recording,
Oh,
Alenia, but it's okay. It's how all the openings go here at lucasgvariety.
oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back with the Yawning Portal campaign, the Sunless Citadel. This is episode number 2, and today is, should have checked it, August 13th, 2020. I'm here with most of my friends. A couple of them had to step out for various reasons, and we are still going to kick it. We're going to kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. So we are back. We're going to do a little collective recap together real quick, and then I'm going to watch the halfling and the monk give the elf a lot of crap. But I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch the elf dish it back because she good like that. That's all I have to say.
You're gonna wish you drank some of that wine.
Someone's tummy got upset last time from not mingling the wine with the ale. I think Calcaria.
Yeah, apparently that was the problem.
So Oakhurst, the small town that our adventurers came to, right? As they're all getting to know each other, they've worked together a little bit. They're getting to know each other. They came for a couple different reasons: fame, glory, helping, adventuring, what have you. We spent the night in the city. They got some drinking at the bar. The cleric talked to the other little gnomish lady at the temple. Found out that some kid had been killed. Some people have gone missing. Some cattle have been slain. People keep talking about the Sunless Citadel. We find out that a group of adventurers went there about 2 weeks ago. 2 of them are brother and sister. The son and daughter of Carowyn Hucriel, who is the noble lady that runs the merchant store. It's her 2 kids. Ran off with the paladin Sir Bradford, and then some ranger. I forget his name, but no one cares about him. The 4 of them went to the Sunless Citadel, have not returned. She fears the worst. She will pay handsomely for the return of them, or at least their signet rings, and knowing that they have met their demise.
And then
I know the ranger's name.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes.
He actually made it into my notes. Caracas? Or
Yeah.
Caracas? I have no clue how to pronounce it because it's just written down.
However you say it is correct. I like getting any... Okay, so the 4 of them went. So you got a ranger, a paladin, and the brother and sister were a fighter and a wizard, respectively. So they're all probably level 1s. Maybe Sir Bradford was level 2. And he's like, come on, kids, I'll show you a real adventure. And bad things probably
Hold
happen.
on. So they had more people than we do right now. They were one of them was higher level, and they died. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, we'll do fine.
We don't know if they're dead yet.
You know, and
Quit being such a worrywart. You got me.
there we
That
go.
is not reassuring.
This is like, and I got stabby and even better stabby. As he holds up a dagger and then his rapier, respectively.
We are so doomed.
And then...
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. You guys, give me anything I've missed so far.
yeah. Other than slaying
Look at my notes.
a bunch of rats right off the bat. I mean, we walked into town like we're the start of a bad joke. Literally, an old dude, walking lion, a prissy elf princess, a black tiefling, and a halfling walk into a bar, got in a drinking contest, and caused a little bit of a ruckus. And now we're going to the Citadel. This is what proper D&D is all made from.
And you
I
have
can't
not...
believe I lost that drinking contest.
That's what happens when you try to keep up with a halfling.
The trick
Never
is...
gonna live that down.
I don't know if it's Pathfinder or D&D, but the trick is to get high enough level in Monk where you become immune to poisons, which technically alcohol is a toxin, and then you can just be like Legolas in Lord of the Rings and drink it all and be like, yep, I got you.
Gonna have a rematch.
Richter won't know what hit him. But yeah, it went pretty well. And then so you guys decided to go to the Sunless Citadel, and I know that both Baragon and Grim being the Leonin fighter and the human cleric, are kind of in it not for the money or the fame. They're in it to do the helping and the good. And yeah, I know, they're the wet blankets. I'm not sure what's Ilenia's drive here, that we know so far at least.
Oh dear, I wrote this down, I think, in chat and then never copied it elsewhere, so give me a moment.
All right, I'm just curious because we're picking.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
why is the princess out here with all of us peasants?
For money, surprisingly.
Oh, that's right, money. I do remember that.
If she's the princess, she doesn't seem to have the wealth of a princess, even though she acts like she does.
Fair enough. All right, what's Richter's and Kalkara's immediate drive that we see as the audience from the last episode into now?
I mean, Richter's just, Richter's a drifter.
You're
Like ever since he was run out of his home province, he is a drifter. So
That's right, you run out. I got the vibe for just a second, maybe I'm wrong, but like the halflings from Dragonlance, the Kender, who are like, they get the wanderlust, so they just have to like leave home and travel the world to get it out of their system. But maybe it's not quite that.
I got a wanderlust. It's just, the kind of wanderlust to, preserve my head. Jeez, you rob one noble and then suddenly it's off with your head, off with your head.
Steal from the poor to give to yourself. Wait, no. Steal from the rich to give to yourself and the poor a little bit.
Hey, I gave most of that to the poor.
All right, I'm sorry. I don't know. We're just learning here. Kalkara, why are you here?
Calcaria is here because she wants to make a name for herself and her mercenary crew that she's technically with.
That's right.
I'm looking up their name right now because I didn't write it down in my bio.
I remember it was cool too. I remember I liked it. Was it white? Oh gosh, I remember it was really cool. I liked it.
It was like White Spine or White Fangs or something like that.
White Fang is a
I'll
movie.
find it.
Anyways.
White Fang is from Ruby.
That would be why that came to mind then. I'll find it at some point.
Okay. Well.
But that's almost secondary to the fact that we rescue these guys and we're better. We're gonna show them up because we're gonna defeat this stupid whatever.
This stupid hole in the ground that's apparently causing all the woes of this village.
That's right.
Yes.
Next thing you're going to tell me is like there's some far off land where some vampires running things.
Now, we're not there yet. But
Can we go there eventually? That'd be real fun.
We'll see.
I have to guarantee that I keep making appearances on this channel somehow. But
so yes, you guys traveled out to what people call the Sunken Citadel, some ancient fortress that fell into a huge crack in the ground a long time ago. Now, Ilenia made a good intelligence check, a history check actually, and learned a little bit more about it by leaving it up to her to reveal that information as she wishes or not. But she knows a little bit more about what it actually is and what it was, just from her brilliant brain and her many years of being alive and reading books and things. So you went down the old road, traveling east to a narrow ravine, and there's a bunch of broken pillars. 2 of the pillars stand straight. Most are slapped into the earth. Others are broken. Some have fallen into the depths. A sturdy knotted rope is tied to one of the leaning pillars on the side of the ravine, and you can see from like old hoof prints, a couple weeks old, and some other stuff that people were here before. They would have tied the horses up to a nearby dead tree, or one of the pillars actually, and made their way down this rope that they would have supposedly put there, right? So the rope is still in good shape. It's still there. And Ilenia, you're just dismounting. I'm going to take you off the horse real quick. I was like, what's this? That's an extra campfire. We don't need that there. Get off. All right. Let me change over here.
I mean, I get it. Smoking hot, like all elfish. elvish
It's just,
princesses. But
just a trait.
seriously, I think the dead campfires going a little bit too far with that.
Well, I got rid of it. That's supposed to be in the next area down. Whoops, spoilers. All right, so you're just getting off the horse, and something spooks it, and it rears up, and it almost throws you off the rest of the way. And it turns, and it takes off just at a gallop to the east. Turn him around here, and just runs off into the night. And Grim's like, whoa, 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 because he wasn't quite off his horse yet. He's like, whoa, steady, steady, girl, steady. And this horse like chases after. He's like, whoa, 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 and he goes after it. And Paragon's like, looks back at you guys. He's like, hey, get down there, scout her out, or whatever you gotta do. We'll beat you back here in a little bit. And he just takes off, chasing after Grim and the two horses as they go off camera. Boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That was me writing them out of the adventure, just in case anyone has any question why that just happened.
It's like Richter is just like, and this is why people should not work with animals.
I concur.
Says elf lady with an owl familiar.
True.
Familiars do not count.
It's still an
They
animal,
have
isn't it?
far more class than common
If it-
animals.
Uh-huh.
If
And
it
that's
looks
what
like an owl, it hoops like an
actually
owl, it's an
no,
owl.
They are not. Corian shall like land on your head and land on your shoulder and try pecking your head or something.
Ow! Ow!
And this is how we lost. That's how she lost her first familiar. Sneak attack.
In another campaign I was in, that is actually kind of what happened, except that the owl just like flew up to a statue, and then the statue,
Whoops.
killed the owl.
Whoops. It's mean.
Why don't you
I love it.
Alcaria is going to light a torch, and it's like a hole in the ground, right?
Yeah, it's a very large crack in the earth, just in,
Yeah.
Where once a castle sat, is slid down inside it at some point. Some
I'm gonna light a torch and like drop it. See how far down it is.
Drop it.
Richter is leaning over the edge watching this. If we probably see it go down.
Yep. Down, and then I think you can see the next area, right? Where the rope ends.
Yeah.
Yep, and the torch lands right here, and it clunk, clunk, and you can see that it's a good 50 feet or so.
Oh, that's probably too far to risk falling damage. Okay, she's gonna climb down the rope.
And so yeah, the average depth and width is 30 feet, but at the point where it glistens, it widens to 40. So it's about 40 feet across this crack to get, to the other side, which you're not really interested in right now. You can see that there is. Oh, okay. So let's see. Anyway, investigation. Okay. So yeah, it's on these pillars. I was going to tell you that. So you drop that down, and while you're doing that, Ilenia, you notice that there is some script written on some of these pillars. I'm not sure what languages you speak, but if Dwarvish is one of them.
I have comprehend languages, but yep, that is one of them. Let me just pull my sheet up. Yeah.
Is it one of your languages, really? I think you have Draconic.
Yeah, I do have Draconic. Yes, it's exotic, but I remember reading somewhere a while ago that like magic was written in Draconic, or it's like the language of magic or something. So I figured it'd make sense for a mage to know Draconic.
Whatever your reasons, it's fine.
Yes, I do know Dwarvish.
You do?
Yeah, heretical as that sounds.
Okay. Graffiti in Dwarvish alphabet covers most of them. Okay, so you don't know Goblin, do you?
Although
I didn't hear what you
Like
said.
where is the writing located?
So there's
You
these.
said it was on pillars.
So there's these big pillars. Are probably like 6-7 feet tall. Most of them are broken or fallen in, but there's a couple right here, and they're probably like 3 or 4 feet round. And it's actually scrawled in like Goblin, but you can translate it through Dwarven because their alphabets are very close. And what you get basically out of that is just that they're warnings against potential trespassers. So basically, it's not written by dwarves; it's written by goblins. Like, stay away, or else we slit throat, eat heart, something like that. But you have heard that there's
It would
like
appear that either an extremely handy, or an extremely moronic dwarf or goblins wrote a series of messages warning potential trespassers away. How typical monument such as this.
I am going to put my money on goblins because didn't the local fuddy-duddy mention something about goblins selling like some rare fruit or whatever?
Yep, once at summer solstice and once at winter
did.
solstice, they sell. And it's a week or so out from the midsummer. They come and they sell a single piece of fruit to the village.
Valkyria just slides down the rope. She's not
Oh.
even
Yeah.
pausing to listen to what Miss Pris has to say at the moment.
All right, you can.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense taken.
So Richter is going to wait for Calcaria to finish getting down to the bottom before trying to go down because, like, one body down a rope, great. 2 bodies on the rope might be pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how much do you weigh?
A lot
Come on
lighter.
now, half pint.
So,
Did I put down how much I want?
so, but as soon as Calcaria hits the bottom, then Richter is going to be like, "Well, see you down there, princess. As long as you want to keep gawking at that stuff, we'll just work our way in, get all the treasure for ourselves." And then with that, he's just like, "Badoing!" and just.
So uncivilized.
If you take your time and don't try to rush, you may make it to the bottom. No problem.
Ilenia will stare at the rope, look down, stare at the rope again, sigh, mumble something about it being extremely undignified for a princess to be using something like a rope, and then start gingerly going down it. Almost as if she's never really done this kind of thing before.
Oh. She is a noob in the field, I feel. I mean, there's level 1, I suppose, but you may all move your tokens, and as well as Quarian, down to the bottom. You can still see, because it's like day out, right? So the sun has come down in here very well. And you can see, though, that and my switchback stairs are not represented very good on here. It's better on the map that's drawn. But you can see there's a set, like to the south here, of switchback stairs that make their way down even further. And after this landing that you're on, where you can see the sunlight, it gets very much darker down below. So light sources, for those who don't have dark vision, are going to be crucial after you leave this area.
I eat me because I think the elf lady has dark vision. I know the tiefling does.
Because elves are so broken. Yes, they do.
Well, there you go. So when you're here, the sandy ledge here where you're at overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. So out to your left, of course, on the map, the ledge is wide but rough. Sand, rocky debris, and bones of small animals cover it. A rock-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness. You see the remnants of an old fire pit there, and you can definitely see that there are footprints of people and also plenty of rat tracks. You can also see that one of the rats that you splatted over the edge is still right here, as it made its way down to the ledge before you did. I think that's the one that Richter flung off his rapier. He's just like, get off it.
My rat on a
Sounds
stick.
about right.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to start checking around this ledge for anything else. To see if I can't see anything that's out of the ordinary. If that's okay,
Stay
Gino.
here.
Sure.
I'm gonna scout ahead.
Yeah.
Valkyria wants to scout ahead, but we can do that first.
Go ahead. You can make a perception.
May I also make one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have any Christmas, Richter? How's
I'm
that
still going to
for your
make one, though.
JC?
Wait, hold up. Helps have proficiency in perception, right?
You tell me.
I
don't know.
I don't think
Depends on
race grants any proficiencies
Dep-
in 5e.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They do.
only so
High elves do. So yeah.
yeah.
That's weird. Don't know why that's not
Certain
checked.
proficiencies do get granted by certain races, like dwarves get fucking. Sorry.
Language.
Yeah, working on it.
It's all
So
good. So
I think they get. I think dwarves get like proficiency history or something with like hill dwarves. Or
oh,
something.
that's the wrong skill, but my roll, like I have the same modifiers, so
All right, Elena, you're
it wouldn't make a difference.
you're upset enough from having to climb down this dirty rope that you're busy wiping your hands off on a rag or something like that. You just don't have time to look around. The monk's already taken herself down the stairs ahead of you, and which leaves Richter looking around. And I think I gave you some information too soon. This is where you would have seen that there are humanoid footprints as well as rat tracks, but I'll give you a little more. You can specifically see that there are 4, and they're fading now. But you have such a good roll, right? You just got your eyeball on this. You can definitely see there was 4 distinct different types of humanoid footprints here. So that definitely tells you that your adventurers that went before you was a group of 4. So you feel as though you're definitely on the right track. That was their rope. This is their old campfire. This is where they probably made camp one night and continued on foot. Obviously, they had horses up there. They weren't there when you guys arrived. So,
Okay. Since Kalkari is going out scouting, I'll also take this time to also pull out a torch and get it lit
okay,
for
Kakar.
myself.
I mean, there was the torch that I dropped down. I didn't grab that. It's still there.
Well, very true. So.
Because I don't need torches.
That was for you guys.
And to judge the distance, because...
True. All right.
So, I'm just giving myself this aura so that way then I can actually tell where I can or cannot see.
Oh, that's a good point. What is
Oh, good. That's
Actually,
If you have
how do you
dark,
add auras?
it's you click on the token, the little gear wheel,
Ah,
and then,
gotcha.
and then the aura's at the bottom.
Oh, okay, I see it. Thanks. And
So
I know.
yeah.
Okay,
So I mean, for you two, it's less important because you both have dark vision, which is
Yeah, but
ooh.
dark vision isn't
Let's
100% perfect.
I don't know if we need to make an aura that big though. That just kind of mutes over everything.
Okay, yeah, I'll skip it then.
I'll give you, but if your dark vision is pretty standard, I mean, it's only going
It's
to,
60 feet.
yeah. Okay.
it's 60 feet, and then additionally like
Another 60, I think.
another 60 for extremely.
Well, the dungeon room's here, and this you're fine until like probably the very end. Then maybe we'll talk about it. Calcaria.
Calcaria scouting.
All right. You stout. Now, like I said, my switchback stairs are not the coolest looking, but because I can't make them like wider. So, but you can see the trail. Oops. Why is my clicker not working? Oh, I know why. You can see the trail.
You're on the wrong layer.
Yeah, and you can go down here to this landing, then you go down to this landing, and then you go down to this landing. That's you can see the order of how you go. So,
Yeah.
how are you going along? You just walking?
Sneakily.
Make me a stealth check.
That does not bode well for the rest of the night. That's a 6.
That is a 6. There is some.
That's one of my good skills.
As you get down the next set of stairs, because you kick some rocks over the edge from the ledge above, you see this rat looking at you, and you're like, oh crap, I alerted it, and then you just see that it's one of the dead rats that you flung over the side right here. It's just dead little eyes are sitting there on its broken body looking at you, like why? Not really, but and you come to this edge right before you descend down the last part. The bottom, since you can see much better now that you're closer to the bottom, it really opens up for you. and I was wrong before. It was the chasm was 250 feet across from where you guys went down, so it's really really wide. But you couldn't see it even with your dark vision, especially with the light out front or up above you until you got down here further where it's getting darker. And now you get to see it. As you get round in those last bit of stairs and you're going down, the narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard, apparently at the top of what was once a crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding floor. That floor stretches away to the north and south, composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reaches to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must have been what they call the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of this courtyard of debris. Let me reveal a little bit to Mao for you. I think I have down here revealed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I see this to here.
Okay.
Here to about here.
Okay.
Same.
I moved the stairs so they kind of come down and meet with the stairs that are on the map. So, Calcaria, you can really be at the top of these. Right there. Yep.
So, Richter's going to be like, after you, my pointy elf friend.
Oh, I thought you were going to make Star Trek reference there. Very well. Okay, so I just...
Oops.
Oh, I will also... Is it too late for me to also sneak?
No, you guys can, if you want to, can both make stealth checks.
Okay, even though I think I just have my base.
Would you guys...
Richter's just going to shrug and just go beep a doop because he's carrying a torch. There's no way he's going to be sneaking
It's
with
stealth,
a torch.
yeah, that one exactly make a difference.
Because I don't want to keep asking you every time, and I need to know. Can you guys, everybody, tell me your passive perceptions?
Richter's
un
passive is 10.
Lenia's passive is 12. Quarian's passive is, oh god, I don't.
We don't care about him.
Oh, it is. Oh, he does have it. It is 13.
Corian's is 13. Rick is 10. Kakaria is what? 12? Oops. And I can't spell Ilenia worth a darn. So, what was Ilenia's?
Yeah. Oh,
12 as well.
12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
Everyone's more observant than the halfling. But the halfling's got better stabbies.
You're going to need those better stabbies in a minute, I think, right?
Uh-oh.
Probably. So, but, yeah, but,
Pretty sure I'm still better at combat. I don't care about your stabbies. I'll knife hand a
better
bitch.
combat next level. At level 1, I'm kind of weak in combat.
squishy like a gummy bear.
Very squishy.
So,
Oh,
but,
speaking of which, may I cast Mage Armor?
Yeah, that's fine. I think
Okay.
you would have time to get there. You guys kind of all get there. You catch up to Calcaria, and you guys can kind of just see what once might have been a massive fortress. So it's just all crumbled and fallen in, and to the point of this courtyard where we're looking at right here. Like I said, it's level with the ground, which used to be a battlement, and it's just insane how big it must have been to then sink so low. I have my map up there.
yeah, say this is probably one of the more interesting places I've wandered through. Probably all sorts of neat nonsense in here.
Agreed.
What room are
It's alright.
we? Nothing special. It's only a model.
Quick mechanics question. Is there a way to edit AC on the sheet? Without...
Should
or,
automatically.
let me rephrase that. Is there a way to, like, change it in the, like, settings?
No, you can click it on your sheet, just the
Okay,
number of
just
armor
manually
class,
do it?
and manually do it.
Okay. So let's see, 13 plus... Okay. Alright. That is all.
Alternatively, you could also, like, one of the things that a lot of my players do is that blue, like, if you click on your token in that little blue circle, that pops up
Mhm.
there because there's the red, green, and blue. The blue,
Mhm.
they tend to use the blue circle as whatever their current AC is, so that way
Okay.
then they don't have to futz with their sheet.
It's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Sorry for the derailment.
Nope.
Lucas.
Yep, no worries.
I derail all the time, so what are we doing again? Anyway, hi-oh. You guys can make your way to the bottom without much of an issue, like I would say, anywhere into where you can see here. Elenia, you definitely have time to cast your mage armor. And let me get some revealing here. And let's see that you can definitely see that there is a tower. Let's just go ahead and open this up. Now, I warn you guys, try not to look at the Twitch overlay if you can, because you'll see things that might be spoilers, but that's on you.
I'm aware. I have the Twitch chat open, but I have Zoom overlaying the actual footage window.
I just have it paused.
Alrighty. So, you can see that there is a tower with a hole, kind of, maybe used to be a doorway into this tower at the top floor. Kind of is right about here. Oops. Wrong thing on the reveal area. Right about here. Otherwise, it's a crumble courtyard. So starting at, I would say here. Maybe I can draw a nice little line for you. Freehand is where you hit the debris. Becomes extremely rough. Obviously difficult terrain. So it's going to be half movement going through there, at least until you get inside the tower. So it's going to be, you can see that it looks like if you ever get off the freeway or the highway or other places, you can see where the road commission, where they have huge piles of broken pieces of road that they'll probably recycle back into road. It's just like big pieces of asphalt overlapping each other, or just like a crumbled building. It looks like it's very treacherous and hard to traverse, so watch for rolling ankles. But otherwise, you've made it to the bottom, no problem. You see, Elenia, do we see any effect from your mage armor when you cast it?
Let me read.
Well, you can tell me what it looks like from your own imagination if we see anything.
It's for now. It's invisible. When if like it helps block something, I'll like describe it.
Sounds good.
More depth.
So, as we get down to the bottom here, Richter would like to snoop around to see if he can't find any more signs of the previous group and maybe about what path they may have taken.
Okay.
Maybe they found an easier path other than pulling out ATVs to try to get over the jungle gym here.
All right. I'll also give you, this is for, let's see, Quarian starts pecking your neck and kind of like flutters its wings and is looking in the far northwest corner. And as you look over, you can see like a big ropey tail like sink down into the asphalt, as well as the rest of you. You definitely see the sign of a rat moving into the debris. At least one.
When you say ropey tail, I assume that means it's like bigger than your usual rat tail.
Well, giant rats are giant rats. You've already conquered a couple of them. Quarian then turns its head this way.
Oh, good lunch.
And then turns its head this way. And you're like, oh, that's at least 3. But that's just something you can tell. Let's see, you guys who got... Rick, you're like, I noticed there's at least one out there. Kalkaria's picking up on at least 2. Elenia's picking up on at least 3. So as you start to use your perceptions or whatever you want to do there, Richter.
Okay, perception. That's an 11. That's a lot more normal.
And what are you looking for specifically?
I was looking for more like evidence of the previous adventuring troop and whether or not they blazed a trail around the debris somewhere that would be easier to get into the tower from, or
with an 11, there's not a lot that maybe they started off in this square right here. You can see that some of the debris is pulled back and pushed back to like right by where this kind of hole in the wall is as you're going to climb through. But that's about where the trail ends. At that point, you don't know if they zigged and zagged or went straight for, like over here.
Well, I guess there's no sense in lollygagging about. Looks like our troop did indeed come through here, but looks like they did the good old meathead solution of going over the debris instead of around it or anything like that. So
What's wrong with tackling problems head on?
This
Work
might have
smarter.
nothing to do with this.
work smarter, not harder.
A valid point.
So who's going over first?
That'll be me.
Oh, Alec, Lucas, where are the, oh dear. Where are the,
Uh-oh.
rats?
You face planted.
Desk. Cam, meet desk. Desk, Cam.
You know, let me roll a couple things real quick, and then I will answer the question.
Okay.
I want everybody else to roll initiative as well. Let's just go ahead and get an order.
Reminder, highlight your token before you roll initiative, folks.
Yes,
Yep.
please, and thank you.
Should I roll initiative for Quarian, or?
I would say it'd be easier if he just acts on your turn.
Okay.
As a familiar, I believe he actually
Fine.
acts either on your turn or just after your turn.
Okay.
If I'm recalling correctly.
initiative.
For
Oh,
I don't know,
Calcaria.
I'm not-
That's how my night's gonna go.
too busy trying to scrabble over the debris.
Oh dear.
I am a monk. I do not scrabble.
Okay, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
You're
Ilenia's
more
line.
focused on gracefully hopping over the debris, and instead you're more focused on that instead of.
Do you want? I'll let you guys choose or roll off. Who wants to go first in the initiative, Calcaria or Elenia? Here's you both have a 9.
I don't mind.
You know
Doesn't it normally base it off of their dex bonus?
It's normally based off a dex bonus, but in
Let's do
the
that then.
event of player tie, then it's up to you to whether or not who wants to go first.
I don't care.
I mean, I think we're at the bottom of the initiative anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I will say let's go off your dex bonus then. I just want to make.
Okay.
I want to have a decision made, so it's in there.
Yep. All right, Monk's going first. Going first then.
My dex bonus is 2.
Ilenia's is 3.
Oh, that surprised me. All right, Elenia will be first then.
I don't get a bonus to my dex from my race.
Then
Otherwise, it would also be 3.
we'll still start where Calcaria has placed herself, but Richter is technically first on the initiative order.
So
And you were asking me where the rats are, right? Everybody noticed that there was something up in this area, but also, Elenia, some more movement here and some more movement from here.
You're not pinging anything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, so 2 movements up in this way, and then a movement over here. Everybody's noticed this one, but Elenia noticed another one over here, and then something here.
Okay. And is this like on the same level as like this?
Yep, Yep.
Okay.
It used to be a battlement, but it's sunk so far in, it's even where, well, all this debris and everything, where you come down to the bottom of these steps that used to be a part of something else as well.
okay. So everything past the red line this side is considered difficult terrain.
Correct.
So all right then, let's hear. I'm going to. So it's 10,
To like that line. So
20, and 30.
all right, go ahead and make go
As the halfling goes boink boink boink.
go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics is where?
It's
At
I'm
the
sorry,
very top.
dexterity check if you don't have it, but yeah.
Yeah.
That a 10?
It's a 10.
All
Very
right.
average.
No, that's what you need. You,
Good enough to not fall on my face.
yep, you are just nimble enough that a piece starts to rock like this, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna slip and fall in that little cavity. Nope, I'm good.
Well,
And
yeah,
is that your movement? Are you done?
that's the movement. Do I see anything with my new position here?
I would see
Passive perception 10.
passive perception 10. What did we roll? I gotta have so many tabs to go back and forth on. There was yes. Let me go ahead and go back to the sweet GM layer. Maybe I'll remember to come back this time. Ooh. Let me control Z. I don't know what I just did. Okay.
You control Z the other red line you made for the end of the difficult terrain zone.
Okay. You see this rat right here as it sticks its head out, and it's like, and it's like starts to crawl up out of the hole. I think you still have an action left if you wanted to ready.
Oh yeah, I still have my action and bonus action.
Okay.
So, as a as what I generally refer to as minor actions, which are the things that technically don't cost anything unless you do a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to my minor actions is going to be drop the torch on the square I'm standing on.
Okay.
And instead, I'm going to unlimber, and I'm going to then draw my short bow.
Yep.
And then I am going to try to boink-a-doink the rat.
All right. I want to ask you guys a question. On that rat, can you see its health bar or the number over?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
That only gets enabled if you say that it needs to be visible by everybody.
Okay.
But by default, monster tokens do not share that information with everybody else.
Good.
just like I can't see like the health pools of the other two.
I thought maybe we should have those out, but we won't worry about it right now. Just go ahead and take a shot, Richter.
Oop.
Wow, that's
That is a 10, right?
Very average today.
Yep.
I started off strong, guys, but that might have been a wasted 20 earlier.
So it hisses at you, right? And you pull out. You're like, you drop the torch and you draw and you shoot, and it just like, it like ducks its head back down, and then like as it whizzes over, then comes back up. It's almost like it's nay, like it's almost like it's doing this to you, but it's it's an ugly rat. And speaking of rats.
Oh no.
All right, so I can just go ahead and reveal a couple things here. Why not?
All right. Also, house like a rules question, because generally this is based on GM preference.
Sure.
Do we track ammunition? A lot of GM say is so long as I regularly would like say that if so long as their players regularly buy ammunition to top back off, the tracking is less important. Others are like, nah, no tracking.
If you think about it, cool. If you're replenishing or something like that, I'm not. It's only like if we were playing a specific scenario where it's like you basically start out with nothing. It's like a zombie survival horror game like that, where you kind of like Aliens, where you have limited supplies. That would be the only thing. I'm not too worried about it right now, though. I'd rather keep the flow going the best we can. So
okay, I just wanted to ask because there is a tracker.
Great question. Great question, and I appreciate it. So the next one is this guy. So 3 more rats pop up out of their holes.
Oh, rats.
And it's going to go ahead and move them right up to this location right here.
Ooh.
Richter looks nice and juicy. And it comes up. They have no problem like going in and out of the debris, and climbs up, and it's just like, and it bites at you. But I don't think 11's going to hit you.
Nope.
Okay. Because you don't have any dexterity messing around, especially since you kept your balance. So that rat moves and attacks, and that's it. This one will move down to here.
Oh, crud.
Which I think means it gives it advantage, right?
Yeah, because that's flanking.
Oh, we are using flanking?
Yeah, that's
Her.
the whole. That's why I absolutely. Well, it helps that they're rats. Yeah. Nope.
This might
Probably
actually...
one bit at my ankles, and I left a boot. Then the other one came up, and so I just switched legs and just holding my foot out of just out of reach.
And they're almost. I mean,
Lucas...
if they stand up on their hind legs, they're as tall as you are, right? So they're like small dogs, very large cats size, plus their tail, and they're just vicious looking. They're got black ichor dripping out of their, either leaking out of their eyes or their mouths or their ears. They just look kind of ugh. And then the last, go ahead.
I got another house rules question for Green Flame Blade. It says that you have to target a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet when you use it. Can you target basically just thin air? Actually, here, let me.
Is it going to be relevant right now?
Yes.
What's your question? Go ahead, Richter.
Here, I'll
Ooh, these rats are not biting. Fish aren't biting, rats aren't biting.
I'll copy paste
Yeah,
it.
so Calcaria avoids getting
Calcaria avoids it, and it's actually Ilenia's turn, followed by Calcaria after that,
Okay.
and then...
Okay, here's the copy paste.
You must make an attack with a weapon against one creature within the spell's range, otherwise spell fails. Okay, and hit the target suffers it.
My question is, can I, well, a couple questions actually. First, can I, if there's only like, say, if I went and attacked this guy, would Rictus be the one who gets hit with the ability?
It's of your choice.
Yeah, it says your choice.
You can choose to not do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says creature of your choice, a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. So, but at that point, you have this creature up here in 5 feet, so you would go to that rat.
Oh, this is. Oh, I didn't even notice the tiles. Okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, they snap to grid in the corner, so unless I alt move them, they're going to kind of snap to the top left corners of each of these, so bear with me on that. But I made them like not fully small size, but kind of a medium size, so you can still see them, but they're also look like Quarian. They look smaller than the rest of you. Anyways, Elenia, is your turn. Calcaria is next, and then
Okay.
absolutely nothing else after that, of course.
I shall stride up to this guy and draw my short sword, and once I can find it on the character sheet, attack with it.
And slay it. This is first level battles right here. How did I miss a giant rat?
Pull out your pokey stick.
Oh.
Night
is not going.
No.
It's so good.
I forgot to use Quarian's little trick.
And that is?
You fly up to a creature, use the assist or aid or whatever the action's name is.
To give you advantage?
Yeah, I forgot to.
Okay, so Quarian can basically fly up to the rat and distract it. All right, that's fine. Let's make another attack roll in place.
Sorry, I'll be better about that.
You're fine. Place Quarian where... Oh, go ahead.
Wouldn't Elenia have advantage anyway because she's flanking with Richter?
It's not flanking.
It's always.
Is that
always,
no longer flanking?
You have to draw a straight line through the model.
Yep. The other side.
So like I have to be
Nice
be on the opposite side. I'm a little special because as a rogue, technically, so long as is the target I'm stabbing is adjacent to another
Friendly.
player or another thing, I get my sneak attack damage and advantage.
Yep.
As my sneak attack.
That's how rogues survive. I think it's. So does Quarian not stay there?
Yeah. Owls have the flyby trait, which basically makes them, I want to say, immune to opportunity attacks.
Immune to me trying to kill them real fast because I was thinking about it. Okay.
Yep. But I managed to roll a 3 twice in a row.
Yep, you rolled 2 8s, which means you
So-
done, son. And
Yep.
I want to hear from Calcaria now. You are just in the rough terrain, but you haven't gone far enough to have to make a check yet. So you're still free of movement. You got your balance is fine. You got 2 rats around you, 3 if you count Richter, and
Hey, I like Richter. Okay.
someone has to be on Elenia's side. I'm sorry, I'm
so-
helping. Sorry.
Give me a
Smack
second.
it.
Sorry, I'm reading the specifics of the martial arts ability. I just wanted to double check if it had to be the same.
Like your flurry of blows.
What?
Okay. Well, it doesn't specify that it has to be the same target, so I can
With-
attack both rats.
Yeah, with flurry of blows, you do not have to assign it to the same target.
It's
It's
not
just
even
that-
flurry of blows.
You
I
just
don't
get-
think it's called martial arts. That's literally what the ability is called.
Well, for now, I'll say you can assign them to whoever you want because this game is pretty good. I mean, you can, if you have 2 attacks, you can hit an enemy, move to another enemy, and attack them. I mean, you can, unlike Pathfinder, you can actually split your movement up, which I love. And I think Pathfinder 2nd Edition adapted that probably after 5e did it. So go ahead and if you want to do,
So
if you got a,
yeah, so it's gonna be a staff. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I have 2 different entries for my quarterstaff for some reason. One is a D6 and one is a D8.
It's
I'm trying to.
one-handed versus two-handed.
Yep,
D8,
Ah,
D8
yeah,
is
that makes
using it for two-handed.
which I think is
Can't really
probably a
use
good
it
idea.
two-handed if I'm. Well, I can't. Let me see.
I don't see why you
So
wouldn't.
you can use your staff two-handed and then make your follow-up bonus unarmed attack as
yeah.
per QA, which sorry, I'm rambling and giving GM answers that I should not be giving.
No,
Sorry.
you should give them because you've GM'd this a lot more than me. I just go with it.
But as per Wizards of the Coast, in Q&A, yes, you can two-hand a staff, whack something, and then do an unarmed attack.
It looks like you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not sure what that-
Roll 20, please.
It's
Have
like,
mercy on us.
so Ironclad says you can use martial arts with monk weapon or unarmed. So go ahead and make
Yeah.
another unarmed attack against whatever rat of choice you wish, if you'd like.
Yes.
Well, because I missed, I'm not going to use the unarmed attack on that same fragging rat.
Oh.
I rolled a 23 that time. That's a 19 on the die.
So
Hit it very hard.
which one were you targeting, if I may ask?
The one, oh, sorry, I don't think I specified. It was the one between myself and Richter.
Okay, roll your damage, which means just click on that. All right.
4.
All right. All right. You manage to swing and a miss, but you come down with like your heel and you slam it like right on
Yeah.
top of the head, which you think crushes it in. It's like, that should do it. And it pops back up and it snaps your ankle just as you pull your leg away. Like, oh, not dead yet.
Bobblehead.
The song Not Dead Yet by Styx begins to play as we get into a rockin' theme. And I better change the initiative to the next giant rat, right? Which is the one that you originally
The one
got.
I shot at.
The one you originally saw, which is like, let's see, shortest distance. It would probably move. You know what? It just moves right here into the square.
Oh dear.
Takes a bite of Elenia. And we'll just see if my rats can do something this time. Come on, roll. Oh,
Ouch.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, wait. Oh, damn. I don't think that's even enough for shield.
Actually, the raz
As a
advantage
reaction?
attack roll against-
Yeah, no, you're not going to be.
Yeah, I can't. No, shield only gives me 5, so yep, that hits.
Oh, crap. It has. Rats have pack tactics.
Which it wouldn't really matter unless I rolled a natural 20.
It's just a matter of whether or not it's a crit.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm not going to count this crit 1 against you because I'm not really sure what to do there. We're going to go with it right now. And I just want to keep it moving. So anyways, the bite has to
How much damage do I take?
4 piercing.
That is literally half my health. Ow.
So you step up and fight, and then this other one, like, it snaps at Richter, and it looks like it's going towards him, but then it turns sharp left and comes at you and attaches to your shin, your right shin.
Ah,
and its teeth go into the shin bone, like right to that soft spot on the other side of the shin, like right where it divides on your leg. It just sinks right in there, and it grabs on and just pulls back, ripping some flesh out,
Ow.
and your robes are instantly bleeding. And I will move on to the next.
I really hope you all have healing.
Richter, top of the round at Richter.
All right.
Your cleric
Okay.
has healing. Oh
Yeah,
snap!
I'm gonna drop the short bow in the same spot. I'm going to just put a dot in the square to remind myself where my torch and my short bow are now. I'm gonna draw my fancy rapier that I probably stole from some pompous idiot sometime along. And
Probably
I
why
am
you're
going
wanted.
So I'm gonna target the rat that's right next to me. That's also bordering Ilenia.
Okay.
So, because I'm pretty sure Kalkari can take care of herself, but Squishy Wizard need help.
Yep.
So because of sneak attack, yeah, because it's border
Mm-hmm.
line. Okay.
Advantage.
Oh, right. This it doesn't give me advantage right away. That's a higher level thing I'm thinking of, but it does allow me to take my sneak attack though.
Gotcha. That's hey. Well, then all you have to do is hit, man. Simple, right? Don't say that, Lucas. But
Really need the rat population for that.
come on.
I am. Hold on.
Yeah, the pack tactics are nice. I haven't actually forgot that when I had the rat attack Kalkaria, so that one should have rolled twice, but it's okay. No go backsies. Just go forward.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, I'm going to flitter with chance here, and I am going to move here, and it's going to make that other rat have an opportunity attack against me.
Yep,
But I really need the advantage to potentially just end this rat, so that way we can at least start getting a little up on the action economy here. So.
All right, so it hit. It attacks. Oops, sorry. Attacks.
Yeah. Nope, it misses.
Even with an advantage, it misses. So you got a little. You did play that chance, so you were in a better position now to make.
Yep. So which means I get to do this with advantage now.
Good. Good call. Good gamble. It pays off. I hope. At least no damage coming to you. Oh my god.
Wow.
220.
That's impressive.
Skewer this thing, big guy. Come on.
All right.
Give me that
Come to
damage.
stabby.
Nice.
So that's a 10 total.
That is a 10 total. But
It did.
yeah. It's a very, very dead rat.
Start putting the big red X's that look annoying. I'm gonna start using the little skull and crossbones, which probably means poison, but oh well. For now, I like this.
It means whatever you say.
It means
It
whatever
means-
you want it to mean.
You tuck and roll. That thing bites at you, come up, and as it lunges at you, you catch it right in the throat with that rapier. Which I mean, that's where crucial, max damage comes, and it shakes for a second, bleeds everywhere, and falls off your rapier to the ground. And I think that's your turn.
Yep.
Let's see the one. So we can trash his initiative order. But so let's see. Next is the one that's next to Kalkaria on the left. The one that she, not one that she hit before. Okay, so it's right there. It's right next to its buddy. So it's going to go ahead and just stay right where it's at. Attack with advantage. Does 13 hit you?
No.
It does not. Nice.
Nope.
All right, and
15 AC.
then it hasn't moved yet, so it'll actually move there in between the two of you. It flitters around and tries to get a flank.
Oh, good. Now I've got him.
Yep. Now the other one, actually the south, the one that you hit, that snapped at your leg, snaps at your leg again as you have to watch the other one, so it comes at you with some advantage since it is flanking. Does 15 hit you?
Screw your advantage.
So meets the AC.
Yes.
Okay.
No, my AC is 14. It beats it by 1.
All right. I'm not smiling, Lucas. It's not funny. All right, three damages. This time it does catch your foot in its mouth. Like your foot's like this. It's its mouth here. And it comes down, it grabs it like this, and it's just like... And...
Did you say that was the one I hit before?
That is the one, yes. It's having its
So
sweet...
that's the one between myself and Ilenia.
No, this one down here. Did I mark the wrong one?
The one
that I hit before was the one that was here. Or
you're right. I'm sorry.
the one here, yeah.
I'm glad you said that. Then, no, other way. The one you have not damaged yet is to the south of you is the one that bit you. The one that's wounded is between you two.
Okay.
Yes, thank you for the correction. And
keeping track of which ones I've damaged or not.
Nope, that is good call. And it's Ilenia's turn, followed by Calcaria. Ilenia, you got a nice position here. You got flank with two of these.
Yeah, I would deal with the one that's already been tenderized.
Oh, actually, no, the one is dead in between you. I'm sorry.
The one between you and Calcaria, because not only do you have already existing advantage there, but it's also been damaged already.
I'll throw that one back there.
Okay, character sheet. Oh yeah, I shall have Burb. Oh yes, I already have advantage. So I'll have Burb Friendo come in and distract this guy. Then flip back over to the chasm.
All
and
right.
Then
which one are you attacking?
this guy.
Okay.
And character sheet.
So you can
doing GFB.
Pop it.
So you do an 8 action basically on that rat for the other guy. Is that another 8?
Hold up.
You've rolled nothing but 3s.
Don't you have advantage?
Can I? Yeah.
Yeah, you get to roll again.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, ring a ding ding. Okay.
That's a nat 20. So you also roll your d6 again. Not that it's probably going to matter. But
I did.
It did.
Did
It does it automatically.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it
the
did,
dex.
did
Oh,
it
okay.
automatically.
I'm sorry. Yep. Okay. Well, excellent. That makes that guy dead.
Deceased.
I should actually probably keep them
Gonzo.
there.
Oh,
Maybe I should keep them there.
No longer in existence.
You know, actually, I do it like I'm out of the way for now.
Again.
There we go.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Says
Zedek.
I ran out of new character.
Okay. Do you move or anything with your move action?
No, as I don't want to really risk the attack of opportunity.
Well, as long as you don't move away from the rat and only just around it, the one on top there, you are still in position. You could move to a flank. But that's up to you if you are comfortable.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because that square is technically open up there. I'll set the square right here.
Yeah, it's just all difficult terrain right now.
Yeah.
So but I mean that's 2 squares away. That's 20.
No, you don't have to
what
move there. Okay, so if you move,
I will.
every 10 feet you move, you have to make an acrobatics check. I'll give you that before you finish your move.
That? Oh, no, I can make the actual check.
All right, make an acrobatics then.
Character sheet.
I just wanted to be fair and be like, oh, geez.
Oh, now I get the good rolls.
You just barrel roll across this little open pit and you're up there.
Do a barrel roll.
Or a somersault. I don't know why it's a barrel roll, but barrel roll actually would be kind of cool. All right, so Calcaria, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna wail on this rat.
Oh, man, I like that one. It's my favorite one of this bunch, but okay. Oh.
Well,
He
it's gonna be
named it
dead.
Tim.
No, not Tim. All right.
Not Tim.
For good measure, I'm gonna give it a kick.
He had a family
Wow.
of kids.
Total of 8 damage.
Good, because the first attack did not do it all the way. So now.
Good.
So you smash it
Now
with your
it's
quarterstaff and...
Dead.
All right. DED dead. All right. And do you move? Or do anything else? Any other action?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Just in case these losers need help with another rat.
Okay. All right. So...
And 19 on that acrobatics.
Did you move? You did move 10 feet.
I moved 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Trash that one. And trash that one.
So now it's the one surviving rat's turn.
All right, and he's there, and I think he's. Let's see, he moved around flank last time. Let's see, just to be, because I don't think he would have choice. So 1, 2, 3. Calcaria is our lucky one here.
Try it. Screw off.
That rat does not have advantage, sir.
Oh,
It no longer has any pack to tactics.
I forgot to click back. Well, it's still the left roll.
Yeah, but
is still.
17 was the first roll, so.
Yep. But yes, I put it back. I have to. You have to
Fight
click.
me.
It does for 5.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oof.
That hurt. I'm
That would've
down to. I'm down to 1.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
I should get on the initiative order here. Well, it is now the turn of. Well, that was the giant rat.
It's my turn.
Yep. There
I'm
we
gonna
go.
take my flanking attack and skewer this thing.
Oh, the cleric isn't with us, is he?
No,
No.
No,
He was-
he's
Oh,
off chasing
dear.
a horse.
he was on a horse that that ran away without him.
I skewer this thing.
Well, what's
I make another rat on the stick.
quite well you do here. Okay, so he's done. And poop poop. And all these existing rats are dead.
Richter takes a moment. Just he flourishes a bow and then flicks blood off his fancy pants sword. Before
Ilenia just casts a rather minor magical spell to clean off her sword because she's lazy like that.
prestidigitation.
Yep, that's
But
Using magic to clean your sword. What kind of a...
it is efficient, is it not?
Hmm.
I need
Richter-
to sit down.
Richter is going to take
Likewise.
the moment to also hop back, sheath his rapier, get his short bow back on his back, and pick up his torch. So, AKA, he goes and picks up all the stuff he dropped. You're muted, sir.
Your torch, your short bow, maybe the extra arrow, whatever you need, put it all back away. And
All right, well,
we'll stay in initiative order for a minute, just to keep an order of things going. So technically, is that your turn, Richter? You move there, pick your stuff up.
that's here. So that's 10 feet of movement to get there, and then another 10 feet. Technically, I only get to move twice in difficult terrain because I'm a halfling. I have stumpy legs. I have, instead of movement 30, I have movement 25.
So you'll
Which
need.
is something I have to remember.
Well, you only moved. You were here originally, right? So you only moved 5 feet.
I moved 2 squares, but
Okay.
it's difficult terrain. It eats up double movement points. If that makes sense.
Yes. Nope. That's fine. I was gonna say you need to make an acrobatics check because it is 10 total feet. But before you do that, as you step there, 1 second.
Oh, wait.
I'm about to
I
be a
looked-
very unhappy halfling.
I was gonna say, I looked at the stream and forgot about it, that it was there until he said, you stepped there, and I was like, oh wait, I saw that.
Wait.
I'm amazed that the rat didn't fall down it.
There's actually a rat in there. Go ahead and make a dexterity. Let's see. It's
Dex save.
Dex save. Yeah. I say it's the same as these other checks about the trap. Oh my goodness.
Jiminy Christmas.
I do so with a pirouette.
Nice.
So I'm gonna say, from your crit success, you not only do you not fall in the pit and get hurt, and so instead you just fall in the pit and be fine, but you actually manage to reach back and like as you're falling, like grab the side and like hang on to the edge and not actually fall in. So this thing just the floor goes like this, and it's not just a bunch of debris and rubble. It's actually 2 doors that go, and you grab onto the side. And then you just stuff falls, and you see this rat's like down there. There's a couple bodies in the pit, and this thing is like it starts actually jumping and leaping at you, like almost biting at your legs.
Richter mutters something in halfling that is very unkind about the designer of this tower's mother.
I understand that one. All right, Alenia, your turn. We're still in initiative order. You see him fall. You don't necessarily. You might hear the rat at this point because it's not trying to hide, so everybody can hear the sounds. That there's blood is in the air here.
I would suggest watching your step.
As Richter's holding on.
Gee, you think?
Calcaria reaches down to help him up.
Well, it's Alenia's turn because there's still initiative.
Oh yeah.
But you can definitely do that.
She'll hobble 5 feet over there. And can I say that she'll just cast prestidigitation. God, I hate that word. On her short sword to clean it off.
Oh, so you just move. Yeah. You move 5 feet and just
casually clean it off.
So that's your turn. Yep. All right,
Calcaria. Corn shall, out of curiosity.
I bailed you out. This is how you treat me.
You'll be fine.
I think.
Calcaria. I'm sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say I don't think it's a roll of any sort if you're just using your action to grab him and pull him up out of the pit.
I can't imagine he's that heavy.
He is not.
No, only about 70 pounds.
No, I think like I said, if that's your action, which means you still have a move action, but if that's your action is to get him up, you can put him back on there, and then you can still move if you wish. There's a rat that was jumping, and as you pull out, it's like, and it begins to find footing to grab and come up out of the pit. So
Richter just leans over the edge and being like,
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Because I just realized that when looking through my character sheet, the part of the monk's starting gear is 10 darts. Now I'm trying to figure out, is that the gaming darts or the weapon darts?
War darts.
Probably
so they're very similar. So as an explanation, and sorry
I imagine
if
they wouldn't be too different.
Yeah, sorry if I'm stealing your thunder. So they're essentially what they refer to as darts are probably similar to size and shape of kunai that you see in Naruto and all that stuff. They're meant to be. They're more like throwing spikes. Throwing spikes is probably a better term, but they decided that darts sounded cooler. So, but they are a type of throwing weapon.
Okay, let me go ahead, because I was like, do I have any ranged? I don't have any ranged. And I was looking at that, it was 10 darts. I'm like, I wonder.
So you have a move action if you wish, or I'll even give you a perception check if you'd like.
Since you brought that up, I'm gonna, yeah.
Since you've hinted to me that roll.
No. That's an 8 again.
You notice that there's a couple bodies in the pit, but you quick glanced, you did not make out enough to see what they are, or who they are, or anything like that. That guy is dead, which means it's this rat's turn.
How deep is this pit?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so it's going to have to spend most of its movement to get out of the hole.
Its movement is 30, so it would definitely be able to make it 10 feet in rough terrain. It'd be right about there. So it's 20, right?
Yep.
And then it's hungry for blood, so of course it's gonna eat the monk, maybe.
Actually, technically, only if it has 30 feet of movement, because the thing is with climbing, if it's 10 feet, you have to double the. So it actually has to have 40 feet if you're trying to get to that square. Because
yeah, I think you're right.
Climbing, because climbing counts as double movement point, unless it has a specific climbing speed and or a ability to either jump the shark or whatever.
No, you're right. Because I didn't think it was quite right, but I don't know if the pit would be debris, but I already said it was rough terrain, so I'm just going to count it. I'm not going to go back on my word there and try to make something happen. So it will manage to get to the very top, but it could use still the dash action to move around, but then it wouldn't be able to attack. So I think where it is fine for its turn.
Okay.
No, so thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep. Nope. Sorry. I DM this way too much, and because technically speaking, despite the fact that we're looking at a 2D plane, we also have to think of it as a 3D grid,
Well,
more of a 3D grid with a Z axis.
No, but that makes sense. Like I said, I don't think the walls for a rat to climb up would be difficult terrain. It would just be the climbing. But so I think he might have been able to make it, but I don't. I feel like that's cheating to go back and change my word.
Well,
Climbing itself is already double movement, though.
Yes, but if it wasn't difficult terrain, it would take 20 to get to the top, and then it doesn't. It doesn't move through difficult terrain the same as you guys. It just
except on the plane here. If it just climbed to the top, it would still
20.
be in the same square.
Oh yeah.
Having used 20 feet of movement speed to go 10 feet up.
So it's still.
So where you're losing. So yeah. So that's.
Oh, then he can move.
So that's 20 points of movement, and then if you had 30, then you could move here unless you climbed out here.
Yep. So you technically can move, but you know what? I already claimed that he moved there, and so he could climb up and go diagonal. But like I said, I'm gonna leave it where I called it.
Yeah,
so
I just don't remember what giant rat movement speed is off the top of my head.
It's 30. It's 30. It's nothing special, but you know what? That's okay, and that maybe possibly is what saves you. It has no pack tactics because all its pack is dead. Thank you guys for killing all of them except for this one. But Richter, maybe you can finish off the job because it's your turn.
Yep, leave no orphans. I put my torch. I put my torch down at my feet again. I unlimber my short bow, and I'm going to make with the pew pews.
That's much better.
You hit this time.
Sink it deep into his flesh. It's wounded. It's mad, but it is still on its feet. Do you move or do anything else?
I am going to. So that's 10 points. And then I'm going to get over here, skirting around the pits.
Ooh, sneaky deaky. It was only how much?
I need to leave a new point for.
Did you move 10 feet? But your last was into the. Okay, no, you're fine.
It depends on how you. So you
It's fine.
said this is the edge of difficult terrain. So
Yeah. I like it. I really keep it moving.
if you want me to make an acrobatics check, I can.
Nah. I want to keep it
Okay.
going. So let's go to Elenia and then Calcaria, and if it's still alive, the giant rat. And Richter, you get a little bit of a view of this next room, which I'll tell you in just a moment. Actually, so you you shot at it and then you moved, right? Are you paying attention to the battle, or have you looked into the next room?
Will you permit that as a bonus action, sir? Since I haven't used a bonus action, or is that more of an action?
I mean, a quick glance, I can give you a couple bits of information, but I don't know if it would be a bonus action unless it specifically says, right? Aren't they?
So even PHB and DMG tend to leave this up to the GM.
Okay.
About when because I standalone I have passive perception 10, which means that's my awareness of my surroundings in general, even in combat.
So average. Okay. I would say fairly then, and where the torchlight reaches, you happen to look real quick and you see a couple bodies slumped over about the center of the room, right about here, but you don't have time enough to make out what. Oh, actually, it shows them. I was like, why is that token wrong?
Well, I can't see anything because my vision ends here.
They're about the size of you. Yeah, because your torchlight still goes through, right? Oh, it's still centered on you. So technically, maybe you only see about one body, another one in the shadows, but they look to be about your size. So that's about all you get there. But you do get a little bit of a view. You've moved, and now it is Elenia's turn. What you doing?
Sorry about that. So I will cast a ray of. Or wait, no. First I will have Quarium. How's it? So
Buzz him for
distract.
effect.
Yep. and just go fly over there.
This is how
And
you give
then I
advantage.
shall.
This is how you get
Yep.
advantage all the time, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
Make notes. Plan to kill Owl as soon as possible. Billions, Lucas. Don't say it out loud. Okay.
And then I shall just ray of frost it. Oh, that's God.
You got to
these
click on
rolls.
advantage, man.
Oh, whoops! Yeah,
Before you
I
roll.
need to turn that on.
Mm-hmm. I think I have it. I think we had it on toggle for everybody. Well, maybe it depends on what you clicked, but make me that. Oh,
There we
Yep.
go.
that seems to do it a little better. So go ahead and roll your damage, so I know how much you kill it by. You kill it real good.
It's also slowed by 10 feet. Oh, never mind.
It's
Busted
it's slowed so much it's dead. Nice work.
Busted rats. It's more than good.
Turn order is done. You are in free movement at the moment. As this rat comes out, so as you guys can move in a little bit, you see that there's a couple bodies in the pit. And like I said, Richter, on the edge of your vision, there's another couple bodies within this tower. I will read you the description of the tower shell.
So, Richter will be like, hey, Kakari, as he's putting his bow back on his back. It's like, you mind tossing me that torch again? Before
Dropping it.
I need 2 hands to shoot the bow. Would you rather
Oh, there,
I don't
well,
shoot things?
Ilenia will just pick it up with a mage hand and hand it to.
I need an acrobatics check also, though, from Calcaria and Elenia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't hurt me. I have 1 hit point left. Don't hurt me.
Oh no.
So,
These rolls.
Oh, that's my second nat one of the night. Roll 20.
Elenia likes to cast Mage Hand, and maybe you still can, but as you were starting to move, your foot sinks down into some rubble, and it catches your ankle fast, and you can't actually move from your original, from the second square you moved into. So you'd probably be back a couple squares. Because you moved a long ways, I think. Yeah, so that's good. And Elenia, or Calcaria, the debris actually shifts and it dumps you down about 5 feet into this cavity, and it just like, and some stuff falls on top of you, and you're kind of buried, prone.
So like
That's fine.
there-ish.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, snap. So,
Son of a
Alright.
whore.
The snap was the shin bone of hers snapping. Actually, no, just kidding.
but Richter will move over. So, yes, acrobatics check. But
Yep.
he's going to move over to try to help unbury Calcaria.
All right.
So, first off, acrobatics.
Oh, no
Good.
problem. Elenia, it takes you a second, but you can get your foot free and make the next, get safely into the next room. You were just stuck for like a turn. If it was combat, it would make more of a difference, but it's not right now.
I will use mage hand to start slowly picking away the rocks,
Okay.
or just flinging
Oh.
them.
You'll need a.
This way.
You can give aid to Calcaria, or one of you can make the check, but there needs to be a strength check, athletics specifically.
I have
Uh,
a negative modifier, so you should probably.
Yeah, it's probably going to be me unless
Can I athletics myself out of here?
Yes. No. Yes. You can. You can. It's your.
Can I?
You can give her. You can give her advantage if you like.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Between you guys with the mage hand and Richter grabs some stuff or prying some stone back, Calcaria needs to, like I said, squirm her way out and push her way up. So go ahead and make one. I know these stupid.
On advantage. Yep.
16 with
Yep,
the advantage.
You got it. The check is only a 10. You just got to stay above 10 in this area. And you are free. And I think we'll just say at this point, being very careful, the 3 of you can get into the next room. And I can reveal some areas.
Hobble into the next room. Bleeding profusely from the
Shall
legs.
we take a
Stupid
moment
rat.
to rest
Well, let's get a hand on our surroundings first.
A good point.
It's hard to reveal areas in a circular room when it only makes squares.
Yeah. It's
All right, this can just be a little bit like, I can reveal that. That's fine. There's a door.
I mean, you could reveal. You could probably reveal the whole room. We're all smart enough here to not metagame. So.
Yeah, that's about it. I just had to get that nice circular tower feel. There we go. Can you guys see all that?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So I will read you this. The circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl the bodies of 4 goblins, apparently slain in combat. One corpse stands with its back against the western wall, the spear that killed it still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead from this area. A hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet into the air, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone except for a couple crumbled ledges. So the doors would kind of be like where you came through is one, and then the other 2 you can kind of see in the northwest corner up here, and then the southwest here. And as I forgot to mention, or said before, there is a body or 2 in the pit as well. I just put the goblin ones there, but you're not sure what those are. So, but you do have 4 goblin bodies in this room, dead. The skewer that is spearing the goblin to the wall over here is also a small-sized spear, so one that would fit Richter or a goblin or something of that sort. And like I said, there's a couple bodies back in the pit, just so I don't leave anything unturned. So up to you guys what you want to do, but this way is a lot better footing. Everything's good.
Don't mind me. I'm just labeling stuff for ease.
You label
Manual investigation to see, like, well, besides the spear guy, obviously, what killed these goblins?
Investigation. Investigation is fine. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay.
So you're looking specifically at the battle. It looks like it was weapons that have killed them.
Very well.
Probably disgruntled as
It
like
appears they were killed by weapons of some form.
decay gas escapes one of these goblins right in your eyes. Probably.
I like how you state the obvious out loud to everybody, and they're just like, yeah, cue eye roll.
I could have told you that.
So Richter is going to would also like to investigate the area, specifically looking for tracks for the thing that killed the goblins, and which maybe see if there's any footprints or anything to tell which door they went through.
Okay. Go for it.
Potato.
You're just like, you're right, Elenia. Weapons did kill these goblins, or whatever.
Probably made a pit stop trying to see if there's any scrapples.
It looks like the thing you guys can put together, I'll give you, is it looks like most of the damage is piercing with a little bit of slashing. But definitely that western goblin there, he definitely got the pierce, the biggest pierce of all. What do you guys do next? There.
Well, at least looks like that.
Kalkari is gonna find somewhere and start bandaging her wounds. Let's call it that, because
Short
I'm
resting?
bleeding a lot.
You guys gonna short rest for an hour?
It's
That
probably
sounds
prudent,
intelligent.
so
Yeah.
that way you guys can expend hit die to try to recover some HP.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Because I don't think anybody,
I have one hit point.
because I don't think any of us have healing potions because we're all poor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're
No, I
level
don't.
1.
You can spend. You guys have one hit die, right? So you can spend it and get that full HP
Yeah.
back.
You spend a hit die to roll that
roll
said
it.
hit die and see how much you recover.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and as a question to the GM, because general house rule states that if someone rolls a 1, they can re-roll that.
Let's just see if it happens. Let's see if.
It might happen with me. I only have a 1d.
Yeah, the wizard has a D4.
Oh my goodness. I forgot. Oh,
Squishy,
good.
squishy, gummy person.
Wait, why did that roll a d6?
Why did it roll?
Hold up. Let me consult my bootleg 5e manual.
Oh, con modifier.
Oh, look,
Con
I
modifier.
rolled a 1.
Yeah, con modifier
Re-
works on
Go ahead and
works
reroll.
on it, but D6.
Oh yeah, wizards do have d6. Huh.
Okay.
Okay, so you got 8 back. Kakara, please roll again. You get 3. It's better.
I did. I rolled a 2 this time.
Boy, should I let her roll again? Man.
Can I like give her
Fine.
some of my excess hit points? Because I only need half.
See, we could always house rule that you always get half exactly, but that means you don't get max possibilities either. But I'll give you.
No, it's fine.
All right.
I'll stick with what I rolled.
All right, Richter, are you spending
I
any?
think
or are
we're
you good?
kind of nearing.
No, I came out of that fight clean.
Yeah, bite me.
So you replenish anything?
Because I took all the hits.
Hey, I dodged 3 attacks. Thank you very much.
I aimed one attack.
I think that's about all you get, unless you have there's other special abilities that you get back after short rest too, right? So you get about an hour. You guys tend to your wounds,
Oh.
eat, drink, read a little bit, whatever you do.
I will.
You can
I will also. Sorry. I
Also-
will also arcane recovery. Because I can literally only get level 1 slots back at this point, and I used one on Mage Armor.
So a torch lasts 1 hour. So the torch goes out at the end of your short rest, or right near the end.
I pull out another one and I light it up before the other one goes out.
All right.
Because Richter does not want to sit in the dark.
All right. Let's get
What is darkness really?
the absence of light. Oh, sorry. Was that? I don't know if I responded. But anyways, you guys will have a chance to do more perceptions and investigations after you've sat there a while looking at that room. You know, I think with an hour of sitting there, if you're just poking around at the bodies, you can see what they have. You can tell a little bit more about them.
Yeah, Richter's probably taking the time to check pockets and all that stuff. And
Yeah, I'm trying to see if they. It doesn't say they really have any. Oh, nope. That's.
Goblins.
yeah, I'm not expecting much. As gamer me is not expecting much, but Richter would definitely be like, well, they're dead anyway.
What you do find, actually, it seems like they've been pretty well looted. So, except for the one spear that is sticking this one in the wall over here, they actually don't have anything on them.
So Richter will attempt to pry the spear out of the body.
It comes out rather easily, and the body slumps to the wall, and behind the body, you see actually some, and they're old too. This isn't like the goblin cursing upstairs, you know, that warn people away, but you see these runes on the wall, and they actually still shimmer with a faint glow.
Ooh.
Ilenia immediately recognizes it as draconic.
I can, assuming Rictus didn't do that near the end of the short rest, can I ritual cast? Actually, hold up.
You could ritual
it's-
cast
it's-
even though not on a short rest.
It's just words. There's nothing extra about it. I just made it shimmery because it sounded cool. So you can save your magic if you wish.
Oh no, I can ritual cast detect magic as well.
Okay.
But okay, if it's just words, then never mind. I will
Yeah.
ritual cast comprehend language. Oh wait, I can read your comment.
You can read it.
Yeah.
Never mind. So yeah.
I was like, we had this discussion earlier.
Yeah.
In the chat of Roll20.
Okay, and
That is the word
may I roll
or the name.
what is it? History, I think. See if I recognize anything about that.
It should relate to the information I gave you before, I thought.
Oh,
A shard alone.
A shard.
let's see. Scroll
Isn't that the
from
name of the
enemy
place?
GM.
See, it,
Yes, it does ring a bell with that info.
so
Fascinating.
it's.
That's what she says in character.
Oh, you are. You're just like, do, we're keeping that in there.
And
Yeah.
and Richter's gonna be like, well,
It says Ashardalan, which is the name of the cult that constructed this location.
It's not the name of the cult. It's the name of what
yes,
what they
my
worship.
bad. It is the name of the deity worshipped by the cult that constructed this complex.
Where are you, Frost?
Oh, me? Sorry, I was looking at Discord.
It is.
Where's the writing over here?
It's right behind that goblin on the west wall.
Yeah. Okay, I'll move.
So it's like
Check your Discord chat, our private chat.
Yeah.
So whether
Yeah,
you say
so-
it's deity, okay, I just want to make sure deity or not. Oh, Tice the Betrayer's back. Hi, Tice.
hi Tice.
Oh, he's not a deity. He's just a regular dragon. Okay.
Well, what is regular when it comes to dragons? It's a cult. They worship. If they worship something, they think it's a
Yes.
deity. I guess it's up to you how you
Yeah.
perceive it. But
I'll say it as a dragon then. That was me
you,
misinterpreting.
well, no, you say however you want. I just want to make sure that you have the correct information,
Okay.
so you can say it in character how you wish.
It says Ashardalon, which is the name of the dragon that the cult responsible for constructing this location worshipped. He was a red dragon specifically.
Ooh, fear the big red lizard. I guess
Really?
anybody will worship anything now these days.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay, well, it just so happens a red dragon. No,
Technically, dragons are flying worms, if memory serves.
Lizard, worm, whatever.
They are quite different.
Very mortal.
I think if everybody wants to after this, and you've had an hour to look around, and you've just been there, everybody can make a perception check with advantage.
Also, it's almost 10.
Yes, thank you. I want to see if we get just one little. Nope.
Oh, God.
I average, or no, it adds up to a 10.
Well, you need a little more than that. Alenia, nice.
Oh, hey.
Oh, it's been that kind of night for me.
Alenia gets a 22, huh?
Richter's too busy checking out the cool new spear he picked up.
Ilenia's too busy, or Calcaria is too busy coming up with new curses for rats.
Why does it burn? So GM, I'm assuming that the spear I pulled out of the corpse is just a regular spear.
Regular small size spear, yes. So you can use it in a normal fashion if you're proficient with spears. I guess you could use either way. But Ilenia, something looks a little different as you look around. Something on the southern wall doesn't quite match up. As you look at the masonry in this tower, except for like where the floors have fallen out, but the actual tower structure around is in very good shape. And you can actually see the brick almost looks like it could be dwarven make, maybe. It is still very solid, except for one single brick. You can tell you can either push it in at the left or pull it out on the right, but the brick is purposefully loose. And if you look carefully, you can kind of see that if it's finagled just right, there's a faint outline of the masonry that should open a secret door.
Okay, Adenia shall, without really saying anything, because she's kind of that quiet jerk, go over about 10 or so feet away from the secret door and use her mage hand to mess with the loose brick.
You use it. You use the mage hand to open to finagle the brick.
Yep.
You can push it in on the left side or pull it out from the right.
Let's push it in on the left, and if this makes a flurry of arrows fly out, I swear to God.
It makes a flurry of nothing as it just kind of clicks.
And then rumble, 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 rumble.
So yeah, you push
The
it.
door moves.
No, it does not. It just clicks.
Oh,
But
okay.
you can still finagle it some more if you wish.
Hang on, before you muck around with that any further. And I would like to examine this brick up close using thieves' tools to see what kind of mechanism it's attached to.
Sure, I suppose.
Since I'm using thieves' tools to take a look, any chance for advantage here, or just
You using them to actually poke around?
yes?
What are you using? Are you using perception?
It would probably with thieves' tools. In this case, it would probably be an investigation because I'm looking for information out of a specific object.
Go ahead.
But
You can do it with advantage.
okay.
Nice. You can.
Survey says
You can. This it does open a door. Pulling it from the left, or pushing it on the left closes it, and pulling it from the right opens it. And you can see there's actually a good size needle behind it. So when you actually open the door, there's a needle that will jab out against the unwary hand that is just carelessly pulling this brick from the wall. Of course, there's a mage hand still floating there going, hey.
yeah. I would like to use thieves' tool to disarm the needle.
Okay,
So that would be me having to roll thieves' tools check.
alrighty. And here it says
whatever
DC
reason.
15 dexterity, but I think with thieves' tools, obviously, with whatever advantage that gives you, makes sense. Of course, you could still have the mage hand just do it for you, but it's up to you. Because if you fail, you know you risk stabby. But it's up to you. I'll never get in the way of you making a roll if you want to.
No, I'm gonna try to disarm it because if I try to have Mage Hand McGee over there try to do it, then she's gonna have to do it at disadvantage because of Mage Hand.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, do you know that? Okay.
Last thing I want is this thing to get jammed up.
I wasn't going to give it any kind of disadvantage. I was going to let it happen, but I'll let you do it. That fails. But it's not by enough to where it actually stabs you. You click it and your hand almost brushes against the needle, but it does not disarm.
Can fly it.
Do you require assistance?
I mean, and he kind of waggles like a long, like it almost looks like a long dental pick that he's been using to try to finagle this thing. I mean, if you want to give it a shot, but it's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea to not get stabbed by this thing because it is long and it is pokey and it would probably hurt an awful lot.
Why not just have her magic it open?
I cannot disintegrate doors quite yet,
Well,
unfortunately.
no, remember, you can push the brick in two directions, basically. You can push it to the left or pull it to the right. You only did one direction with the mage hand, but it still worked when you did it.
I mean, we can hope that Richter will then it's like, oh,
It
yeah, this
can't
thing,
stab magic.
yeah, but we also got two goons who are going to have to come behind us, and I don't know if this will lock open.
So, Kalkari kind of look. Is there like a rock on the ground somewhere, like a decent sized rock?
Oh yeah, there's stuff
There was
everywhere.
rubble over there. I'm gonna get a rock, and we're gonna wedge it open. Kalkari just looks around, picks up a rock.
Brutal.
It can't
or-
close.
Not brutal.
All right,
brute force
Richter
solution,
Richter
but
just
one that works.
just raises his hand. He's like, all right. You try to do anything class around here, and you
Well,
get chewed.
Nothing's opened yet, so there's nothing to wedge open unless you.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Oh,
She just
alright.
picks up a rock and she's like, if it can't close, it can't lock.
I gotcha.
All right, please
Daniel
do the
will-
on. If you would do the honors,
And then I will
Princess
push the brick
Pointies.
the other way.
All right.
I'm not pointies.
And I will give you the little description and reveal what's in there, and then we'll leave it on a nice little cliffhanger.
Oh dear. If it's a beholder,
Well, obviously, quit spoiling stuff.
Ba-na-na-na.
Oh, it's
It's instant death.
I might need to make a character, a backup character for next time.
You should always make a
because
backup character. The
I
pocket
never
chamber.
make a backup character.
The pocket chamber is damp and cold. The skeletons of 3 long-dead archers slump against rubble-filled arrow slits along the east and south wall. And you see this thing like this door kind of open inward, and you see these skeletons sitting there, and as soon as like the air comes in, you just hear, and the skeletons all stand up and form red pinpricks of eyes, red pinpoints of eyes, sorry. And 1 second. They look at you. They bring out these old bows with dusty strings that probably should have disintegrated long ago, but it's fancy, so they didn't. Maybe they're really good strings.
Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door.
And they all draw their arrows as combat begins, so I'll let you guys stay right where you are. And you guys see that. The quivers they have on are nice leather, still in really good shape. There's a couple arrows in each one, a few arrows in each one. The bows look like they're okay. Strings dusty. Skeletons stand up. Maybe you've seen these horrible undead monstrosities before. Maybe you haven't. And they all just immediately, like, in unison look at you, draw arrows, pull back, and we cut to black on this episode number 2 of the Sunless Citadel.
Nuts.
Yes. Gonna be the cliffhanger.
What kind of action is it to use Mage Hand?
It's
1 action. Okay.
so, but yeah,
There we are.
2 people down, and we progressed a room.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
If you count this as a little dead end room that you're going to soon clear out, technically you went down to the second landing, and then you went down to where you fought the rats, and you went into the tower. That's pretty good, I thought. I wasn't sure how far we'd get.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 encounter. And then triggering a second right before hitting pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's better to pause now instead of pausing in combat.
No, yeah, I would have liked to do that because we could.
Never pause in combat if you can help it.
We might be able to work in where the other guys are coming right behind. And I was on the fence, like maybe they fight something out there, so I can give them a little combat. But I probably will skip that and have them get the horses. They came back, and maybe they can join combat after like a couple rounds or something like that. Like they've just made it back, right? And then you guys will be together again. And
we
did spend an hour resting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if they start on the other end of the difficult terrain field, that's probably a good enough buffer.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, by the way, acrobatics check, huh? Says the armored cleric and the huge fighter.
Oh Lord!
All the good martialists here have already made it across the pit of doom here. So, well, that's it.
And the weirdly agile wizard.
He's weirdly agile. It's weird.
Elves, man, elves.
Yep.
It's just that word.
Princess
Why
pointy
do I have to go
ears.
Tiefling? I'll have a bonus to my dex.
Because tieflings are cool, and if you get hit, you can set somebody on fire.
And I found the pictures I did, and it's great.
But
well, there you go. That was I'm calling it like the Yawning Portal campaign in Chapter 1, the Sunless Citadel, in case we do more adventures here. And this was episode number 2, and I think it went pretty good for having 3 players. The 4 rats could have gotten intense, but you guys started bringing your rolls out, and they did.
I nearly died.
Yeah, so Lenia too. But you wouldn't have died. No way. Not this early, but maybe.
The way my rolls were going.
I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun prepping, and it's like kind of learning that balance between the screens and trying to keep things moving as fast as D&D can move, which is not always that fast. But we enjoy it and have fun anyway. And I'll shut up for a minute since I've been talking a lot. I'm going to go right over to Jodo, and then we'll jump down to Ava, and then over to Frost, do a little shoutros, and then I'll go have a good night and sleep. So go ahead, Richter.
All right, folks. Richter Mocal, aka Jodo 1025 here. So if you're a friend of the channel, you know that I'm in just about everything that Lucas has got going on here, with the exception of the new Friday Dungeon World adventure, just because Fridays I got other things I got to do. But yeah, but when I am, oh no, 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 I wish I didn't look at that. I wish I didn't look at that.
I'm just playing around. It's not really any beholders. Don't worry. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but
Uh,
but yeah, you can catch me on the Tuesday Dungeon Worlds as Ralph McLeod, the Enchanter. On the opposite Tuesdays, you can catch, so as part of the Aliens RPG game, you can catch me as Joe Patensky, the Smart Gunner, who is brave Sarabating the entire Delta team out. So on the alternating Friday Robotech game, you can catch me as Ivan Suranova, the crazy Russian artilleryman. And I think that covers all my appearances on Lucas's channel. But if you like how I'm portraying Richter, or you like the stuff that I've been bringing over here, you can check me out over on my channel, twitch.tv/Jodo1025, where I actually DM my own Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign, Titans of Moran, part of our Extra Life charity drive, where my poor cast is suffering through this world of murder and mayhem that I've set up for them, complete homebrew world of my own design. And the cast suffers for it. But you can catch that on every other Wednesday. So because all my stuff is bi-weekly, I try not to overload myself. And then coming down the pipe, with hopes of debuting on Saturday, September 5th, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, is Blades in the Dark. So those of you who've been around here know that I got my start doing the whole streaming thing by coming over here to Lucas's channel when he was looking for some Yahoo to play Blades in the Dark, and that's how Gregory Scales Heinlein went and one-punched man to God to death. Blades in the Dark is a wonderful, dark, steam, ghost, punky, Victorian industrial age kind of setting in which, we are in the city of Duskfall, and our players are a crew of some ne'er-do-wells who are doing one thing or another, trying to just get by. I have selected my cast for that, and we will be starting the character creation process very soon. And in fact, Silith down there, aka Calcaria, is part of that cast, and I'm very, very excited to be on the opposite end of the screen for that one, because it's going to be interesting as Lucas set the bar really high and trying to catch up with that. It's going to be very, very.
It'll be its own. I played an in-house one where we're smugglers, and I didn't think I could do smugglers because we did so much assassins. But the smugglers has been fun for just being. It's intense. No matter what crew you are, it'll be a good time.
Yeah, and Mr. N7 Ironclad out there, so is also going to be part of that crew as well. Yep. So nice. But I have yammered damn near well enough. Big thank you to Lucas for letting me be here, be the local channel hobo. And big thank you to my fellow castmates for letting me steal a little bit of thunder and dance around rats and not somehow come out of that unscathed. So I'll pass it down to Silith Dark, aka Calcaria, to take us away.
All right. You can catch me. We'll start with my Twitter plug first. I play Calcaria. I am Ava. You can catch me on Twitter @thatnerdywriter. You'll know it's me because you'll see my lovely face and it'll say Ava Rogers. You can catch me here on Lucas's channel every other Tuesday for the Dungeon World Indigo Magic. I play the Reaper, whose name I forget because I forget all my characters' names when I'm playing a different one. You can catch me tomorrow night.
Totally
right? You can Yep. And you can catch me tomorrow night and every Friday for the Mana Frost Dungeon World game. I just forgot every other game that I'm in.
Your name there is
You
Olivera.
had quite a list.
You're Olivera in Dungeon World.
Alavara, that's it. Yes. And Friday night Dungeon World, I play Riley, the Dragon Knight. And you will be able to catch me in Jodo's Blades in the Dark game once we finally get that off the ground. I'm very excited for that. And I will. Yes, and I am on a Shadowrun Living community, on mainly Discord and Roll20 where we play Shadowrun. I will give the link to that. It's Neon Anarchy, and I'm actually running a game there Sunday. So it's basically living community. It's a pickup games. You create a character. Every character is a character within that world, and GMs post a run. You app to the run if you can make that time spot, and so it's a different crew every time you play.
That's cool.
I have fun with it.
That's cool.
I might join that then, as I'm also doing Shadowrun at the moment on another living community
I'll send you the
server.
link.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
And I think that's all I've got today. I really need to write this down.
Elenia.
It gets easier after a little bit of time.
Take us home, Elenia.
Oh, whoops. So I am Frostjagger. I play as the rather stuck-up princess known as Elenia Anastasia. On every other Tuesday, I also play as Private Casper's Stackman, who was kind of the rookie of, I think it was Delta Team.
Yeah.
Have a lot of fun with that.
Delta actual.
And that is pretty much all I had. Had a real blast this session, even though I literally lost half my hit points in one attack at one point due to Squishy Mage being squishy. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You're trying to share a link. You can put it in Discord. I'll put it in there. For some reason, I'm doing it.
Yep. Twitch spot permissions. Always a fun thing to work with.
I know. I gotta change it. There it is in the Twitch there. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Everybody was awesome, and we still got a little bit done. It felt good to progress in this dungeon and get a little bit further, not lose our night. And I guess as long as we have at least 3 players, we're gonna play. Unless we're in a real tight spot, we're like, we got 13 bugbears back there. We need all 5 of us, or something like that. I don't think
It'll get easier to manage a 3-party adventure as we grow in strength.
Yep, that's true. So that's it. That was our session number 2. It was a good time. There's a lot of games happening here, a lot of games extending out with these people and beyond. So join us in Discord, join us on YouTube. Discord is the community in which we all chat. If you are interested in ever running a game or being in a game, you got to come our way and say hi, and we'll go from there. So that is it for us tonight, guys. We'll be seeing you all later. It's time to get out of here, go home, and rest. So until next time, which will be tomorrow for Dungeon World, 9:30 Eastern, I believe. Right here. Until then, go sleep on it. We'll see you next time, guys. So have a good night. God bless and good gaming. Peace. Let's let that curtain drop.
Yes.
I don't know why that's always so at the end. All right. Anyways, bye.